What are the most lucrative voiceover genres? You've probably heard an ad or seen it on the interweb somewhere where it says, make money in your PJs, voiceover. Bottom line is, while you can make a fantastic living in voiceover, it doesn't happen overnight. You don't simply go from being a lawyer or a doctor or an engineer or a mechanic or insert any day worker to making a full-time in voiceover. You have to train and truly treat it like a business. The good thing is you can focus. You don't have to go to a 4-year college and take all these other classes that don't even apply to your major. You focus on your voiceover acting, voiceover classes. You focus on technique. You treat it as a business, and you nurture it along the way so that it grows. And when you do, you'll find that not all voiceover genres are created equal. So here's a list of the most lucrative voiceover genres. Number 1, commercials, TV, radio, digital broadcast. For a national spot, you can make $3,500 or more for a year's usage. That's minimum for a non-union spot. For certain union spots, you can make tens of thousands or more. The tough part about this is that there's more competition and barriers to entry. To get the high-paying gigs, you'll most likely need an agent, and you'll definitely want them for contract negotiations. Well worth the percentage you pay them. Not only that, you'll be competing against 500 or more talent. But when you book those, that's a good feeling. The second most lucrative genre, corporate industrial narration. Typically, the lowest rate for this is $350 a minute. Now, that's not in the time that you work. That's the amount of words on the page that constitutes a minute's finished work. On average, you can expect to make about $600 per project. I know, it's quite a jump from commercial. For time spent, this can be a lucrative genre. They're more frequent. You can obtain them from multiple sources, from agents, from your own networking, online casting sites, personal relationships, studio rosters, and more. And because there's so many, there's less competition. To make $100,000 a year in voiceover, you'd only need to do a $400 job one time per business day each week. And this is an area where your marketing skills can really pay off, if you have those systems in place. And some subcategories pay even more. Airport narration pays up to $2,000. And of course, you can book far more corporate and industrial narration gigs than airport gigs in a year. Number 3, e-learning. This one is tricky though. If you do the rate per word, with the average of 25 cents per word, an e-learning job for a 60-second copy, which on the high end would be 180 words, would only be about $45. But if you're able to charge it per hour, it could be up to $2,400 for a raw hour of recorded copy. And raw means unedited. Number 4, promos. Another tricky one. For smaller stations, you could make $150 per promo. But if you're doing national promos, that's more like $1,000 per promo. Most of the time, you'll have a bunch to do at the same time. You may be doing local promos, but they could end up sending you, say, 4 at a time. And at $150 a pop, you'd make $600. Now, I didn't include radio imaging here because unless it's a huge station, it most likely wouldn't be a ton of money. They sometimes set the rate per page or they put you on a monthly retainer. But if you get enough stations, then it could be pretty lucrative. Those are the top 4, and if you're wondering why you didn't see animation or video games on here, it's because typically you're going to take home $250 per session. Those aren't the most lucrative genres in voiceover. However, if you book a character on a popular game or show, you can make some great money and add in appearances at conventions and conferences, and in that case, get some good headshots. You can sign them at those conventions and make another stream of income. Even though it's not in the top 4, I do want to touch on audiobooks. It doesn't bring in a ton per hour because with that, you're looking at a little over $200 per finished hour, and that can take up to 2 hours to record. Plus, you have to read the book beforehand, and that time needs to be factored in as well. So overall, you're making less per hour of work. But the positive side is that there's a lot of opportunity in audiobooks, and if you love to read, it can offer consistent work and eventually lead to you getting SAG health insurance. Now, with all of these, when it doesn't come down to the union to set those costs and what you get paid, there is a place for you to go. This is where you can find out what to charge for different projects. It's called the GVAA Rate Guide. Look it up online, bookmark it. There isn't a day that goes by that I don't use that site. So find the genres that you like best. Decide how much money you want to make per year, then determine how much you'd need to do per day. From there, create goals, and then that'll help you make those action plans to get you where you want to be. It's empowering, and I hope that helps. If you get a chance, please like and subscribe and check out some of the other videos. We've got free content here just to help you in your voiceover journey. At the Atlanta Voiceover Studio and ProVoiceoverTraining.com, our goal is to equip, elevate, and inspire you. Thanks for watching.
If you're relatively new to voiceover and know about genres and what's available, but want to begin learning the foundations and foundational foundational techniques of voiceover, like learning how to use your instrument, your voice. Then head over to provoiceovertraining.com and click on the Beginner VO Intensive course.
Yeah, you can take that class there on demand in video form, and then we have links in there where you can schedule time with a private coach to practice and make sure you're doing everything correctly.
Or if in-person or live via Zoom is more your speed, where you can ask questions, head to atlantavoiceoverstudio.com and look for the Beginner VO Intensive under Classes in the menu bar.
These tend to sell out really fast because it's such an awesome class, and we cover so much in 3 months. So look at the website and see which night works for you.
Thanks so much for watching, and keep checking back for more videos to help you in your voiceover journey.